So finally made it. Currently on the west side of Loch Morar, about to start my 6-day expedition around sort of Knoydart area, solo this time, which will be a new thing for me. Hopefully finish in time for the canoe symposium. So I'll be heading up to Loch Horn with a 5k crossing if the conditions are good, and then portage over into Loch Coik, across Loch Coik, down the River Garry. Unfortunately no release, so it'll be compensation flow, and then down into Loch Oik, Loch Lochy, over into the Arkaig, and then the portage that I'm not particularly looking forward to, and then into Loch Morar and finish back here. So fingers crossed, goes well. Notable rapid of the trip, probably a good sort of grade 2 pushing on 3 with a bit of a hole at the bottom. See how it goes. Well, believe it or not, I made it down. I'm not running again. So footage you'll have to do. So made it to Mallaig, where all good canoeing adventures start from. It's been a bit of a battle into a force 2 for the last hour or so, but the wind's completely died off and it couldn't be any calmer out there. Got about 20 kilometres to paddle until the first sort of camp spot, with a 5 kilometre crossing straight away. But like I say, lovely conditions for the first day. Hard going. I think I just took the calm conditions for granted. I wasn't in any immediate rush during that crossing, and then it caught me out. Suddenly force 2 and then force 3, maybe gusts a little bit more. So it's been a real fight to get up to here to Loch Horn, which is just round this corner. Okay, so big day yesterday. Started at Loch Morar and managed to get 26 kilometres up to where I am now, which is sort of the entrance of Loch Horn. Was hoping to get a little bit further, but I was absolutely exhausted by the time here. The sort of calm conditions turned into a force 2-3 headwinds, which I was then battling into, so I was pretty shattered. Another big day today, I think. It's 20 kilometres from here to the far end of Loch Horn, and then there's a portage which looks like a trolley up a road, quite a steep road, into Loch Coik, and hopefully I'll get a chunk down Loch Coik as well today. So yeah, finally at the end of Loch Horn, about to start the trolley up the road. Might have underestimated this one. I think it might take quite a while, so yeah, we'll see what time I get to Loch Coik and whether I want to get on the water and do a bit more paddling or not. Okay, so end of day 2, it's 9 o'clock, finally in my sleeping bag. That portage, definitely underestimated it, it was pretty brutal. Very stop and start. I should be at the loch now, but looking down to the side I can't really see any water, so I'm going to stop and reassess in the morning once I've got some light. Ready for bed. Morning, the time is 8 o'clock. I've done about 45 minutes of trolleying this morning, maybe a little bit longer. I think I was pretty much accurate with where I was, but the loch is so low at the moment that I had to go a little bit further in order to get to somewhere that was easy enough to get down to. So yeah, quite hard work, that portage. Anyway, I'm here at Loch Coik, ready to get on. Just got myself some water sorted. Porridge is made up, coffee's made up, but because of the midgies, I'm going to have some breakfast on the water and then press on. absolutely knackered. Made it to the end of Loch Garry. Just portaged up to the road and gonna trolley down to the usual sort of get on for the main Garry section, and I'll be camping there for the night. Alright, morning of day 4 here on the Garry, the sort of classic section. There's no release today, so it's compensation flow. I'm going to try and make it down as quick as I can. And into Arkaig. Quite enjoying this wind. It's probably about a force 3, maybe a few gusts a little bit more. Forecast did say it was going to be force 4, gusting 7. Quite glad it's not that strong, especially out on my own. But hopefully with this wind it shouldn't take me too long to get down to the portage. So, ripping along. So I've just left Clunes after bumping into a bunch of paddlers that were doing the Great Glen. They fueled me up on some banana bread and a cup of tea, which was very nice of them, and now portaging over into Loch Arkaig. So it's about a mile along the road. Thankfully it's tarmac, so not too bad, and then into Loch Arkaig. I'm hoping there's a bit of wind that I can use on Loch Arkaig to try and get to the bottom of it tonight. After a pretty brutal paddle into the night. What a big day. Same again tomorrow. Day 5. Ready to start the portage. Well, ready as I'll ever be, I think. Last night was really cold. There was like a damp mist sort of blowing through the valley, which saturated everything. So yeah, not the best night's sleep. I had to wrap myself up in my belay jacket just to keep myself warm enough. So yeah, feeling pretty exhausted, but onwards and upwards, as I keep saying. So I'm here at Strathern, and unfortunately the river's got to the point where it's pointless trying to pole and drag. I'll just be wasting too much time, so I made the difficult decision to portage up onto the track and then trolley from there. It's about 5k to Glen Pean. So it's 1:30, just had lunch and a chance to dry everything off at the bothy, very nice bothy, and I'm about to start the portage, heading through there. Pretty hard going this. Like looking ahead, trying to scout your route, otherwise you sink up to your knee in a like boggy marsh, and then it takes all your energy to get your foot back out, and the little creek is just zigzagging, so you have to cross it multiple times. There's not really much of a track, just where the deer have been going, and it's absolutely boiling. Okay, 6 o'clock. I'm making good progress. The light's going to go down in about an hour and a half, I reckon, and I've reached quite a considerable obstruction. That sign probably says, if you're carrying a canoe, turn around now. So down there is my boat, and then through this boulder, horrible maze is the route through, and to top it all off, the lochs down there has no water in it. What a portage that is. Not that I finished it, but from here it's all downhill. The bad news is my boat is still down by the bog of eternal stench. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get it up because it's pretty steep, but that can wait until the morning. For now I'm going to enjoy the last of the light, get some food down me, and some much needed rest. Okay, so hopefully the final day, day 6. Cold night last night, perched on top of this height of land. The wind is really strong this morning, and it was strong last night. I reckon it's a good force 4 or 5, maybe stronger at points, so it's going to make it really hard carrying the boat up and over the top. But yeah, no choice but to try and crack on. Okay, so my boat is down there, and I've got to find my way up made it to the higher land. It's all downhill from here, myself and my boat, and for the first time you can see Loch Morar. Yeah, much needed boost in morale. So gonna have some food, eat whatever I've got left pretty much, fuel up, and then smash this last 2k, and then I think it's about 16k on the loch with the tailwind and that thing. So, happy days. So I just quickly mapped it out, and it's about 1200 meters approximately until I get to where I hope I'll be able to use the river and then down onto the loch. It's about 10:30, I think. So I'm hoping that I'll get off the loch at a decent time. And all I can think about is there's showers at my lake, so that's what's getting me through at the moment. I may not look it because I'm absolutely knackered, but I'm over the moon to get here, because it means it's the end of that portage. Some pretty dark places on that portage, but anyway, back on the water. Get it. Alright, so 1:30. Just had a quick lunch. All that's left to do now is sail down Loch Morar, back to the car. And there we have it. Morar to Morar.